Israel's security cabinet has approved the proposed ceasefire with Hamas to exchange dozens of hostages for Palestinian prisoners.
The US Supreme Court has upheld a decision to ban TikTok unless it is sold by its Chinese owners.
The crackdown on dissent continues in Russia. 3 lawyers of late political opponent Alexei Navalny are now jailed, and 2 more face similar charges in their absence. Israel's security cabinet has approved the proposed ceasefire with Hamas to exchange dozens of hostages for Palestinian prisoners. The plan now moves to the full cabinet for final approval, with the truce expected to begin Sunday. Hamas will release 33 hostages, including women, children, and elderly, in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. Negotiations for a second phase will follow, focusing on releasing male soldiers. Hamas has stated it will not free remaining captives without a lasting ceasefire and Israel's full withdrawal. The deal, mediated by Qatar and announced by US President Joe Biden, offers a brief pause from the war that devastated Gaza and killed scores of people. The Israeli High Court is reviewing petitions but is unlikely to block the agreement.
The US Supreme Court has upheld a decision to ban social media app TikTok unless it is sold by its Chinese owners. The court voted unanimously on Friday, saying that the risk to national security posed by its ties to China overcomes concerns about freedom of speech. TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, says it has no plans to sell the app. TikTok has 170 million users in the United States. Experts say the app will not disappear from their phones immediately, however it will not be available to download. The decision came against the backdrop of unusual political agitation by President-elect Donald Trump, who vowed that he could negotiate a solution with ByteDance.
Three former lawyers for late Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny were jailed on Friday in what critics see as part of a harsh Kremlin crackdown on dissent. The court sentenced Vadim Kobzev, Igor Sergunin, and Alexei Lipster to 3.5 to 5.5 years for links to extremist groups. Navalny's organizations were banned in 2021 as extremists, a move widely criticized as politically motivated at the time. Prosecutors claim that the lawyers passed Navalny's messages to his team. Supporters in the courtroom called the lawyers heroes, as the verdict aimed to intimidate defense lawyers from taking political cases. 2 other lawyers, now abroad, face similar charges in their absence. Kremlin critics say the crackdown marks a return to Soviet-era tactics against dissent. Navalny, an anti-corruption campaigner and outspoken opponent of President Vladimir Putin, was arrested in 2021 upon his return from Germany, where he was recuperating from a nerve agent poisoning by Russian Secret Service operatives. He died in prison in February 2023 while serving a 19-year sentence.
Christian Democratic Party leader and Germany's next potential Chancellor Friedrich Merz met with several high-profile European People's Party leaders in Berlin for a 2-day summit on Friday. EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, EPP Party leader Manfred Weber and several EU Prime Ministers also attended to discuss Europe's security, migration policies and competitiveness, along with the EU's relationship with the US, as Donald Trump will be sworn in as President on Monday. The meeting was the first time von der Leyen has been seen in public following her recovery from severe pneumonia. Whilst the Christian Democratic heads of state and government may wish to focus on strategizing over the upcoming months, the issue of addressing the far right may dominate discussions, especially with elections looming in Germany just 5 weeks away, and Austria now testing the waters with a coalition between the Conservatives and far right parties. Liv Stroud in Berlin for Euronews.